This movie is like Superbad, but the tween version of it. Welcome to the objective review of The Good Boys. And in objective review, I break a movie down into 6 categories and assign weights to them depending on the genre to have the most honest, unbiased, objective review as possible. So let's start with the first category of story.
We should have just told the truth. We're going to a kissing party and none of us have ever kissed and we're scared.
The story follows these 3 best friends, the Beanbag Boys. They are preteens. That is very important for the plot of this film. And they are just trying to get to a kissing party. And if you're not familiar with kissing party, like I'm not, because I wasn't invited to those when, I was a preteen or teen. I could kiss a girl once when I was like 11. I went a couple years without it, but whatever. I'm 9 years married now. I'm off the market anyway. Doesn't matter. Anyway, these boys are trying to get to this kissing party so they can kiss girls, and they don't know how. All of these shenanigans just ensue thereafter. They get into conflict with these older high school girls, and they start chasing them around. It's like a game of cat and mouse. It is very much like Superbad, where these young boys are just trying to get somewhere. And also, there's also the story of growing apart and being into different things. The thing I did like about the story is that it was kind of cool again to see, your adult world through the eyes of a little kid and all their misconceptions about things and the way they view everything. It's interesting. But the story still isn't all that great. It gets a 7.5 out of 10. Next is on to emotion.
I'm having a party tomorrow. You in? Yeah. Can Thor and Lucas come? They're my best friends. We do everything together. They're so rad.
The emotion in this film is not that much, really. They try a couple different times, really showing that aspect of like, we're best friends and everything, but I just wasn't feeling it. Also, I think sometimes some of the actors crying and it just looks like fake tears or just like a bunch of water. It just kind of took me out of the movie emotionally. So emotion gets a 5.5 out of 10. Next is on to action.
We're not crossing a highway.
Are we 5th graders or are we 6th graders?
Surprisingly, there was way more action in this movie than I thought there was going to be. There's a couple different chase scenes, like with the older girls, that was actually fairly intense. There was a scene where their life was in danger, and it did feel intense. There was a lot of tension there, and sort of gripping your seat type of action. And there was a really cool fight scene that didn't last all that long, but it was actually really interesting and really fun. It was a really fun action scene. But there's still not that much there. It gets a 7.5 out of 10. Next is on to comedy.
This is what happens when you don't respect women.
I respect women. My mom's my best friend. What about me?
Comedy has to be great in this film, and this film did not disappoint at all. This is a laugh out loud pretty much all throughout the film type of comedy. There was a lot of jokes around the kids not knowing certain adult items, not certain what things mean, not knowing how to pronounce certain things, and that was hilarious. I do think the jokes are more shock value, and also they're because of just the kids not knowing things, and I think those don't have really great replay value. So I think on multiple viewings, this movie is going to get less and less funny. But the first time was really, really funny. So comedy, it gets a 9 out of 10. Next is on to acting.
Don't get any closer.
Oh my God, there's Molly in there.
Okay, who's Molly? Because she's not with us.
Jesus Christ.
You had us bring drugs to a fucking playground?
3 boys in this film, our main protagonist, did a fairly fine job. I thought that obnoxious one, who's clearly the obnoxious one, was going to annoy me the whole movie, but he did not. He was really good. He had a little bit of more to him there. But other than that, everyone does fairly good. So for acting, he gets a 7.5 out of 10. That's on to directing.
We need to see real people kissing.
I have an idea. How many husbands does she have? Get out of there, girl!
There's nothing too special about the direction in this film. I do think it's paced fairly well. This is an 1.5 hour film, exactly an hour and 30 minutes. It feels like an hour and 40-minute movie, which that's good because I don't feel cheated like, oh, I didn't pay enough for this film. Although it wouldn't matter anyway. I have a Regal Unlimited card, and so pretty much got to see this movie for free. Not for free, but for free. I will commend the director and the writer that they didn't go too raunchy with it. These actors are actual preteens, and so I don't think they went too raunchy with it, but they still did it in a way that the kids are still completely out of their norm. They're completely just fish out of water here. So kudos there. Directing gets a 7 out of 10. So that brings our weighted average score to a 7.8 out of 10. It is a very good comedy. I'd highly recommend it, at least one watch of it. But what are your thoughts on the film? If you've seen this film and you've seen Superbad, what do you think is a better film between two? For me, Superbad holds up. It still holds up to this day. That is a hilarious movie. Love that movie. Anyway, let me know what you think. Please like, comment, and consider subscribing. And sincerely, thank you for watching. I'm out.